of a website in a week. And this is just a quick disclaimer because I think I'm confusing people. Just to let you know that if you take one of our websites, so if you take one of our website packages, this does not guarantee you that you'll be able to come onto our services in terms of providing a private clinic and us covering you with CQC. So it's completely separate. So this is literally just offering you a website that is built within 7 days. So why would you need a website? This is how patients find you. So if we just think about it logically, when we're looking for a service, where do we go? We go onto Google. So 77%, I think it's higher now, of patients search online before booking a healthcare appointment. Website's really important because this is how you showcase your services and tell people about your services. It builds trust and credibility, and your clinic is visible 24/7. You can take bookings 24/7. When I was doing my skincare clinic, so it was an online skincare clinic, like telehealth clinic, actually a lot of my patients book between 2 and 5 o'clock, and it's when I would ask them, I found it very sort of random, but actually when you're worried about something, you tend to think about it late at night, and that's why, and then you start to Google things, like research things late at night, and that's why the bookings came through with between 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. So it's really important actually that you have a website that is able to take bookings all through, not just when you're open, because people don't tend to call when they're at work or, between 9 to 5. They tend to call when they've had time to research and they're, up at night and thinking about what's bothering them. So it's really important that you're there because you can be found easily, and mostly the biggest search engine is Google. So when your website is there, how Google works is that actually it has bots. So it's all AI and very technical, but it has bots that crawl your websites and detect the word, so understand what your website's about. So whenever someone searches for your website, or searches for words that are on your website, for example, menopause clinic, and that's what your website's about, your website will come up and will be ranked highly because it's relevant. So Google wants to do the most relevant searches and give the most relevant results. So it's really important that your website is there just so that you can be found and patients can that know you exist and can book your services. So it's really important because online bookings and patient convenience. They can book 24/7. They can read a little bit about you, your expertise, pricing. So basically it's just like a brochure, it's like a leaflet. It's really important that you have all this relevant information because there's no point patients call in just for basic information that you can put on your website. So that's really important that you have all the relevant information on your website. First impressions matter. So it's good that you have a professional looking website, something that is very sleek, and actually, people judge you by what your website looks like. So if you have sort of an outdated website, or it's not really functioning, or it looks a bit crappy, then they'll tend to bounce off. Even if something simple like a website takes a long time to load, I think our attention span is it less than 3 seconds now, especially with social media, TikTok. We're just scrolling, like swiping. So it's really important that actually your website loads really quickly, because with it, if it takes even 5 seconds, 10 seconds to load, someone's already bounced off and is looking for a different website because they can't be bothered to wait for your website to load. It actually looks faulty and defective. So what we offer you is a very high converting mobile friendly website. You have a patient booking system that's integrated. It's fully branded. So you give us your colors, your logo, your content, and we can put this onto your website. You get 7 days free support. Just to do any corrections once we've given you the website, so you can have a look through. You have time to have a look through, and you can either email us your corrections, or you can just jump on a call with us. So you get like a half an hour slot where we just screen share, and you can just literally go through all your website and say, change this, change that, and we'll do the live changes whilst you're on the call. You get you pay for your own domain so that you have that ownership, and we will set it up with hosting. It's really important that you use the domain. You buy the domain with who we recommend, because it just makes it easier to integrate to our server and host it easier. And you also get 1 year free hosting with us. So our services, yes, we have other services that you can add on, like registering your business on Google. You can do that yourself, or we can do it for you for extra fee. Monthly SEO, monthly maintenance. These are all additional services. You don't really need that now. When you first start, you don't have to have a website with all the bells and whistles. You can just have a basic website that Google can start ranking, and you're just present, because done is better than perfect. So just get online, get seen, get noticed, and let patients start booking in if you're ready for that. So how we work, you choose a website from our demo sites. I'll walk you through this in a second. You book and pay for your package. You choose your domain name from Dynadot.com. So you just register for login, you log in an account, and you just choose your domain name, and then you can complete your website information form. So we'll ask you, what do you want on the About Us page? What's your logo? Upload your logo. Do you want any pictures of yourself on the About Us page? So that form will be emailed to you once you've booked. So why us? We're just simple, fast, and effective. We just get the job done. We're up in 7 days. The people that we're working with, they're excellent at what they do. So you can check out their demo templates. They're really fantastic at what they do. And also, we don't cost the earth. So we I've negotiated with them. So they've really brought down their prices because we've got the numbers, and they're happy to work with us. And I've worked with them in the past. So if you just sign up, get started, even if you're not ready, it's just important just to get your website out there in the ether, just so actually Google could start ranking it. And if you're not ready, we can still put a coming soon page, so no one books in. So don't be worried that actually you're not ready, you're not started. Just get your page up and running, your website up and running, and we'll put the coming soon page. So I'm just going to pause this for a second. Okay, so I'm just going to take you through to the demo site. So this is the demo site. You can see here demo sites at ThanksDoc.co.uk. So this is where you'll find all the links to the example sites. So for example, demo 1, you can have a look here. I think we've got like a men's health. Oops. Yeah, sorry, my internet's a bit slow. It's a bit slow. I've got so many tabs open. So you can see here, this is a testosterone replacement therapy clinic. Book now information. You can have the video there. You can have information about the clinic. So you can have a look through our demos to see which one fits with what you're trying to achieve. Demo 2, I'm not quite sure what that is. I think that's a women's health clinic. So women's health clinic, extraordinary care for women. Here you can put your logo, you can put your number, your book an appointment page, which will open up to where people can book. So just have a look through. Usually it'll come with about 4 or 5 pages. So the services that you offer, so people can learn a little bit more about your services. And About Us page, you can have the doctors that work with you, or the meet a doctor's page, so the doctors that work with you, or just yourself. So that's some of our websites. And I just wanted to take you through other people's prices, so you can see actually we've got a really good price which is available on our website. I can't say it here on the presentation because this presentation will be around for a long time. However, the pricing is going to change, so that's why I can't say the price on the presentation. But you can see here other people. So this is Link Digital, for example. We just sort of Googled them, and this is what for a 1-page website. You can see here it's £850. You can see template websites with up to 10 pages, 2,500. So that's sort of the market rate. We've got TravelRx, which is a really great group. They make travel, vaccination websites for pharmacies, and you can see here. Custom website, £6,000. Again, that's the market rate for their websites. And other websites with all the bells and whistles, you're looking at about 10, 11 grand. Here is a website that does this company, the Pharmacy Centre. They do websites for pharmacies. So pharmacies that don't have their own website, they do them. You can see here, this is £375, but it's per year. So every year you are paying £375 for your website. So that can be quite a lot. I think their websites are sort of standard websites. This is an example of one of their customer websites. So that's sort of the what's on the market, and you can see in terms of our websites what they look like when you look through the demos. This is a really long presentation, so I'm going to end it here. So thank you so much for your attention, and I will leave the links below, but if in doubt, just go to demo sites www.thanksdoc.co.uk, and all the information and all the links are there. Thank you so much.